So, Tyson Fury is fighting Francis Ngannou. As a boxing fan, I see this from three sides of the coin, if you like. We've got Tyson Fury's side of the coin, which is evidently money. Wouldn't really go down the legacy sort of thing, but definitely money route. You've got Francis Ngannou side of things, which is obvious. He left the UFC due to money issues and money conversations. So, to be honest with you, I don't blame Francis Ngannou for taking that fight. He will make the biggest bag of his life fighting the greatest current heavyweight champion of the world. Fair play, Francis Ngannou and his agent. They've hit the jackpot there. And then there's the boxing fans side. I don't see why boxing fans aren't as outraged as I thought they would be about it. People are happy that Tyson Fury is fighting a not professional boxer. This is Francis Ngannou's first ever boxing match. He should not. Two things. Should not be fighting Tyson Fury for a proper fight unless the belt is on the line. And it should be an exhibition match. Let's be honest now. It should be an exhibition match if that's the route they're going. Get into bed. If that's the route they're going down, it should be an exhibition match, and that there's no complaints then that the belt's not on the line. Okay, there's no complaints. It's done. There's no belts. There we go. There's no complaints about the belts being on the line then, is there? There is also the greed from the likes of Frank Warren. He was on TalkSport telling Adam Catterall that they can't find a fight. They can't get undisputed because Usyk's now fighting Daniel Dubois. They can't fight this so-and-so. Like, people were laughing at Joshua for fighting White. Joshua has got a tougher fight than Tyson Fury has. This is not the baddest man on the planet fight. It is not by a fucking long shot. Do it in MMA and I'll have a different argument. But in boxing, there is only one outcome here. Tyson Fury has not got a chance in hell of losing this fight. He can't lose. He cannot lose this fight. And also, when he wins, he cannot come out and say, "Not a man from a fucking beat me." You can't do it. You can't do it. All right. You are fighting a boxing debutant for fuck all. If you are that confident of winning, Tyson Fury should put his belt on the line. That belt should be on the line. You are the heavyweight champion of the world. You signed to box you signed to fight. We have as fans, there's one. Every Tyson Fury fan will go back to the one thing: Klitschko. That's 8 years ago. 8 years ago. Since then, yes, he's fought fucking Wilder 3 or 4 times. He's fought Chisora fucking 3 times. This is not good enough from a boxing standpoint. It is not good enough, and it needs to fucking change. It needs to change. It's a joke. They may as well put this fight on the undercard of Jake Paul, Nate Diaz, or fucking Tommy Fury, KSI. That's the sort of fight this is, because there's no credibility behind it. The fact he's allowed to not put his belt on the line is a fucking... What happens then if Francis Ngannou wins? Does he get a rematch with a belt on the line? Do we just drag it on even further? As boxing fans, there's 2 things I want to see. As a boxing fan, there's 2 things I want to see. I want to see Anthony Joshua fight Tyson Fury. I also want to see Alexander Usyk fight Tyson Fury. I don't give a fuck where, I don't give a fuck what for. Alright? ideally undisputed for the Usyk fight. This is the route, honestly, right? This is how I would love it to go. I would love to see Tyson Fury fight Alexander Usyk for the undisputed. I would love to see Tyson Fury come through that fight, and in the meantime, Anthony Joshua beating Dillian Whyte, beating Deontay Wilder, and then meeting Tyson Fury, once again, British, undisputed, the lot. Why and how is it so difficult to make that fight? How is it so difficult to make the biggest fight in the world? Why? Like, it should be really simple. The UFC, a prime example of making fucking stellar fights after stellar fights. Why can't boxing follow suit? There's too many fingers in the pie. Too many. You've got promoters, broadcasters, the fighters, agents. You've got fucking... Everyone wants their piece of the cake. Like, they're fighting in Saudi Arabia. Why? Because there's a field site fee. There's a site fee. So it's a guaranteed fixed number sort of thing. So Tyson Fury will get, what, X amount of millions, probably in the 50, 60 millions, where Ngannou might get the 8 to 12 to 15 maybe. And honestly, I'm so happy for Ngannou because I'm an MMA fan as well. And like seeing the dispute and argument he had with the UFC and taking the risk of stepping out, going into boxing, and then stepping back in and potentially fighting Phil de Fries and stuff like that with a crossover boxing. Fantastic. I'm into it. Cool. But I'm not into the fact that Tyson Fury is A, not putting his belt on the line, 2, not agreeing or outpricing himself for the undisputed. Makes me think as a fan that he's scared of Usyk, being completely honest. I think that might be the reason. I might be wrong, but it's my opinion. So yeah, personally, by the end of 2023, I would love to see, or at least have, Usyk versus Fury signed. Something to look forward to, January, February 2024. Something to look forward to, because this is a joke, man. This is a joke. If we look at Tyson Fury's last few fights, it's a joke, okay? And you cannot defend him. His last few fights have been a joke. You cannot tell me differently. Okay, so if you think of his boxing record, his last, since the first Deontay Wilder fight in 2018, he has fought Tom Swash, Otto Wallin, Deontay Wilder, Dillian Whyte, and Derek Chisora. If that was Anthony Joshua's resume, we would be ripping shit into him, saying he's not doing this, he's not doing that, he's avoiding this, he's avoiding that. Right? How can he get away with this? Like, November 2015, he fought Klitschko. 2015. He fought Klitschko. Like, his resume is not great at all. Let's be fucking real about it. If you take away the Deontay Wilder fights, he's literally got Klitschko on his record. That's it. So yeah, as a boxing fan, I would love to see Tyson Fury face Usyk. Do you know what? Not just Usyk. There's people there now. You've got Joe Joyce, Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua, Dillian Whyte, fucking Usyk. They're all above Francis Ngannou by a fucking long way. Like, honestly, a Chisora fight is going to be closer than the Francis Ngannou fight. Chisora versus Fury is going to be closer than Fury versus Ngannou. Ngannou's hands are going to tire. I am telling you now, they're going to tire. And if he classes himself the baddest man on the planet after this, please get into the fucking octagon with John Jones and please fucking really cement yourself as the baddest man on the planet, because John Jones does what he wants with Tyson Fury inside the octagon. Fact. Period. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Let's go.